Let's discuss about placental pathology. In this topic, we discuss three important topics. That is, they are placental infarction, placentomegaly, and small placenta. We'll discuss these three topics. The first one is placental infarction. So as all of us know, when do infarction takes place? Infarction usually takes place when there is hypoxia or when there is lack of oxygen. So usually in placental infarction takes place in preeclampsia. When there is preeclampsia, it leads to infarction placenta, and that leads to placental insufficiency. Due to preeclampsia, it results in infarction, right? Due to infarction of placenta, it leads to placental insufficiency. And sometimes it can also leads to placental absorption. As all of us know, what is placental absorption? It is nothing but detachment of placenta before delivery. Detachment of placenta before delivery. So this is something about placental infarction. Then moving to placentomegaly. Usually you see the increase in thickness of placenta per week is 1 mm. Okay, this is normal. Per every week the increase in the thickness of placenta is 1 mm. If you consider for a whole pregnancy, as all of us know, in pregnancy there will be usually 40 weeks, right? So the increase in thickness of placenta for the entire pregnancy is 40 mm, right? So we can say placentomegaly in the sense increase in the thickness of increase in thickness of placenta or increase in the size of placenta, right? So when the size of placenta is greater than 40 mm, then we can say placentomegaly. Let's see the cause of placentomegaly. Placentomegaly. The causes can be categorized into three sections. One is the causes which cause homogeneous thickening. Homogeneous thickening. And the causes which cause multiple cystic spaces within placenta. Third one is the causes which cause heterogeneous thickening. If take cause of homogeneous thickening, the causes are diabetes mellitus, anemia, hydrops fetalis, TARS infections, rarely aneuploidy. Okay, these are the causes which results in homogeneous thickening of placenta. Then moving to multiple cystic spaces. The causes are usually, you see, when do we expect cystic spaces? Usually when there is hemorrhage or any fluid filled spaces, right? So the main causes are placental hemorrhage, mesenchymal dysplasia, mesenchymal dysplasia, Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome, Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome, triploidy. These are the causes of multiple cystic spaces in placenta. One is placental hemorrhage, mesenchymal dysplasia, Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome, and triploidy. Then heterogeneous thickening. The causes are, there is single cause, that is intraplacental hemorrhage. Intraplacental hemorrhage. These are the causes for placentomegaly. Then moving to small placenta. Small placenta. Small placenta. The causes are postdatism, intrauterine growth restriction, and placental infarction or placental infarction. These are the cause of small placenta. One is postdatism, intrauterine growth restriction, placental infarction. Okay, these are the topics under placenta pathology. In the next section, we will discuss about abnormalities of placenta.